Good day. My name is Professor Anthony Revicchio. I am the CEO of the Financial Advisors Group and founder of Revicchio Financial Advisors. I wanted to spend a moment with you talking to you about tax season 2021. Tax season 2021 really encompasses all of 2020. The year of COVID, a lot of issues take place, a lot of things that we didn't want to think about. But three things have literally affected every person this year in regards to taxes. One is unemployment. We received record unemployment benefits this year. They have helped many Americans. But sadly, unemployment is going to be a problem on your taxes. We're going to talk about that in a moment. Number two is working from home. That's been a adjustment to say the least, right? And when you put those two together, we talk about restructuring or readjusting your W-4 at work. Even though you're working at home, you're still on payroll, hopefully. And whether you're on payroll or not, hopefully you would have adjusted your W-4. Let's talk about those three things for just a moment because they're very important to understand going into 2021. Why? Very simple. You want that $1 million tax refund that you normally get in prior years. I wish you luck, brother or sister, but this is how it works. Let's talk about the first one, unemployment. Unemployment as of today, January 5th, 2021, is, as it's always been before, taxable. So unless you ask the Department of Social Security to take taxes out, you will be paying approximately 25 cents to every dollar back. So whatever you received in unemployment, you will probably have to pay a quarter of that back in taxes. Where's that coming from? Your supposed $1 million tax refund. So a lot of people don't know that unemployment is considered income. 2021 just started, so you might want to consider something to that effect as you're receiving unemployment benefits for this year if you are. Let's talk about the second thing, working at home. Working at home, everyone's been working at home, right? Prior to 2 years ago, only 10% of America was. Well, now it's about 70, 80% of Americans. Working at home is a wonderful thing, right? Not only do you get to adjust your life in regards to work, but working at home at one time used to be tax deductible. We had miscellaneous expense items that for food, travel, rent, supplies, equipment, and so on. You were allowed to deduct a portion of those home-based expenses. Well, as of the new Trump laws that took effect in 2017, there are no more job expenses. So, home based business expenses for the individual are not tax deductible. Sucks, right? Well, if you're doing that now, right, for 2021, can you correct that? The answer is yes. Many ways. You can be a gig person. You could be a self employed person. You could ask your boss, can you work on a contractual basis? The most important thing to attempt to do is to be a sole proprietor or incorporate yourself. That way, your home based business at work is legitimate and it will serve a legitimate purpose. And within that purpose, certain expenses that you incur, anything from, again, supplies, equipment, rent, utilities, and there's a list of 22 items. 22 items, and I would bet you're using most of them. Unless you are incorporated or registered with the government as a business, those items are no longer tax deductible. So again, that $1 million refund is now going to get smaller again. Number three, your W-4 at work. I can't express for you to sit down with your tax person enough and have it readjusted. Most Americans do not realize that their W-4 is readjusted again, every year with the tax laws from the Trump laws of 2017. They get adjusted every year. You pay lower taxes. That's wonderful. That means during the year you have more in your pocket, less in the IRS kitty. Looking for that $1 million refund? Well, there's less in the kitty. So how are you going to get more of a refund? You have less in tax deductible expenses and tax credits. How are you going to get a refund? These three areas are what concerns me the most going into this tax season. But if you need any help, feel free to give the professor a phone call, 347